So on the left here is an example of an image that doesn't have any glazing added to it at all. So this is just, digital artwork made by somebody, or a scan of artwork made by someone. And then here in the middle, there's just a small amount of cloaking, as they call it. And then on the right is an example of the same image with heavy cloaking. So you can see that glazing does cause some minor alterations that a human being can pick up, like the yellowing in this girl's arm that's then going up into her veil. And then around her face, it also seems like there's a little bit of yellowing and distortion. And this right image has way more yellowing and distortion going on, kind of throughout the entire image. Like, it seems like there's some, artifacts all throughout this image. So I can imagine that a lot of artists would be somewhat hesitant to use this tool on their artwork, like before they're going to publish it for the world to see, because of that visual distortion. But again, this tool is free, and I suspect it's going to get better over time, so hopefully it's still going to be free and something that you can run locally. And as you can see down here with some more examples, the tool is effective. So on the left is an original work of art by Carla Ortiz, and the middle one here is considered to be plagiarism, right? It's a plagiarized version that's created with AI, in the same style and whatnot. And on the right is what the AI would produce when it's trained on a cloaked version of this original artwork. So clearly, and now this is an original. I don't think they have a example of the cloaked version of this. But if we were to just compare it to this one up here with, some fairly minor visual distortions, clearly those minor visual distortions are magnified through the neural network to produce kind of this acid trip visual that looks nothing like the original artist's style. So the artists are using the same exact AI tools, or not the artists, but the people who developed these tools that the artists are using to protect their artwork. They use the same exact AI tools like PyTorch to fight against the artwork being ripped off. And I think that there's something truly poetic about that fact right there. Literally fighting fire with fire. But some of these glazing tools do more than just prevent the neural networks from ripping off their art style. Some of the tools, like Nightshade, which were actually made by the same group that made Glaze, are offensive tools. They actually sabotage neural networks that end up using nightshaded images in their training set. So let's say, for example, that you wanted to create a computer program that knows what a cat is. Not even necessarily one that can create pictures of cats. Just look at an image of a cat and accurately identify it as a cat. And then, if you tell it, like, hey, is this a cat? It's able to tell you, yes, accurately, that is a cat. You pretty much have to solve that before you're able to solve the generation of cats anyway. So